Ladies and gentlemen, his daughter Ava, how old?
8.
Is actually shooting this video. That's what you call technology, AT&T, everything possible. Chris Mack Daddy, back with Jack Syringe coming up shortly because it's the Pirates in Miami taking on Manly and the Marlins. Now, Tyon goes tonight. Last time out, close but no cigar. This time, hopefully it'll be a different story for him and he'll go longer than the 5 and I think 3rd innings that he went last time. Garrett Cole coming off that masterful pitching event with the Chicago Cubs just a couple of days ago, day to rest. But here's what I'm worried about. You're tied in the bigs for 20 errors and 15 unearned runs. The Pirates have really, no pun intended, shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and they've tried to clean up the defense, obviously, when you call up a guy like Gifton Gope, as they did from Indianapolis. Great story the other night. The first African-born player in Major League Baseball history. He's in the starting lineup tonight. So obviously they like a little bit of what they see from this kid, and a lot of it has to do with the glove. He's got really good hands. For the last 5 years, he was their top defensive prospect in the organization. So they're going to utilize that in a spot that they probably think is a weak area right now, which is pretty much anywhere on the field defensively.
Speaking of the weak area, who really is the best in the bullpen for this team right now?
You know, Felipe Rivero, I think, has the best stuff. We've talked about that. He's got the hardest fastball. He's got the most movement on his stuff. I think, Tony Watson has yet to work a clean, perfect inning yet. So we're still looking for something from him as your prototypical closer. But he's got 7 saves, so until he starts to fall down on the job, I think it's his to hold on to, and then maybe we see Felipe Rivero later in the season. The important thing to remember, Pirates should tumble out of the race. Watson's a free agent at the end of the season.
All right, they got 9 wins on the year. They need to get much more of those. Marte's gone for a long time. Mr. Hurdle said we're going to work with him, but do you think they may actually go down on the farm eventually if they have to?
They've already dipped into the farm as much as probably a contending team would like to do, Rob. I mean, Jose Osuna is up here. He's in the starting lineup again. In Gope, we talked about. Alan Hansen probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for Jung Ho Gung's absence.
What about Meadows?
With Austin Meadows, I think the important part to remember is that he still doesn't quite have the level of work in the minor leagues yet that they want him to have. And because of that, they're not going to have him up here anytime soon. I think they're still worried about him catching up to the speed of AAA. Once he's shown that he's caught up to the speed of AAA, which he's probably close to doing, then we'll see him at the Major League level, probably later this summer.
Last thing, Josh Bell seeming to get comfortable, isn't he?
Absolutely, absolutely. When he takes balls that deep to left center field like he did the other night from the right side of the plate, like he's been doing from the left side of the plate, that's a good thing. If he starts to make that kind of hard contact from the right side, we're going to see good things from him sooner rather than later.
Chris Mack, Jack Syringe coming up pregame 93.7 The Fan. The Pirates begin a 3-game series in Miami on 93.7 The Fan. Don't miss it tonight.